All right. Um, this is a video that I feel like most people will be, at the very least, intrigued by. And that is kind of getting rid of the blue tint that Microsoft Flight Sim 24 has, at least for me and my monitor. By monitor, I mean like a 7-year-old 55-inch Hisense 4K TV. So, um, this is a simple trick that I never really messed around with, and maybe you haven't either, which is kind of what I'm banking on, hoping that I can give you something here. But this is a workaround for the Nvidia filters, because I try to enable them, and in 2020 I would get really weird issues with the sim if I enabled the overlay and the filters. And in 24, it doesn't necessarily crash my sim, but there's only like two options: RTX Dynamic Vibrance and HDR or something, something, something. So it just saturates it. That's the only options available, at least on my setup. I've got a 3060 Ti, but let me show you the good stuff. This is super simple, and I'm sure most people are going to go, yeah, I already know that. But we're in the Nvidia app. As you can see, I've got this stuff turned on, or turned off rather. But we're in system, we're in displays. Scroll down to color, and you can, for me, the blue on my TV, not even in Flight Sim, just in general, was bonkers. So I've lessened the brightness a little bit, bumped a little contrast. I moved this, I can't remember what it's normally at, and then I've lessened this. I haven't played with the hue, that's normal. 0 means it's not messing with it at all. But in little tiny tweaks in this setting make a big difference. So, don't go overboard with it. You'll see it as you can do it. You can do it while you're, messing around with it. But that's what I found to work for me. That got rid of the unrealistic blue, which, like, I'm sure certain humidity, certain days that's accurate. But the vast majority of flying, you don't see this enormous blue. Like right here, it's crystal clear, so you're going to see blue, but, oh, clouds changed. But we've got our greens coming out, especially in the window, you can see it too. It's nowhere near the way it was before. So let's add some different weather to give you different context here. We'll go to like an overcast or something. Let me see. Nice overcast. We'll try that. And then we'll bring it up to like there. So now we've got a sort of, I don't want to say gray, but kind of grayish, dull looking setup, which is what you would have in an overcast day. And if we bring it to sort of like a sunrise and we do a normal sort of, we'll do this one. You still get blue, which you do in the atmosphere of real life, but you get a lot more realistic, convincing looking blue than you do the overly saturated, overly blue. And then of course you can play around with this setting here, exposure compensation. I think I had that at minus 0.5%. I just tweaked it off, but, oh gosh. That's the thing with the A2A Comanche. Whenever you pause the sim and then unpause it, it goes crazy. But that looks pretty good too. I might keep it that way. I'm still farting around with it, but that's a way to essentially get an Nvidia filter, but not have to enable the BS that gives us issues. That looks really good right there. I'm going to keep it that way. So that's wonderful. Yeah, I like that. Let's go to like 12 o'clock. See what we're working with here. Still blue, it's a crystal clear day. Obviously you're going to have some. We've got our greens and browns poking out. The farther you get to the horizon, the more hazy it's going to get, so that's accurate. But you look down, that looks like you could get a sunburn down there. That looks like you're just walk outside and you go, ah. Everything's going to be stuck to my thigh today, if you know what I mean. That's what you want. You don't want blue looking like, I don't know, something that's blue, I suppose, but hopefully that'll help give you a little fun thing to tinker around with, and it's all going to be dependent on whatever monitor you're using, so of course it's going to be subjective, but I never knew that setting was there, dude. Never knew it. But anyway, hopefully that was interesting and useful, and hopefully you get something more out of your sim. Like, look at that. That is so convincing. Wait a second. Am I in a real plane right now? Oh gosh. Oh. That was a terrible joke. You get the joke though. All right. Bye.